Check. There we go. Go. I got a little bit of an odd setup this morning because I forgot my AirPods. But good morning, y'all. Good morning. Let's see here. All right. Okay, so I'm trying to think. Let's see here. Feeling like I should have had some more coffee, is what I'm feeling like. Just questioning whether we need to go lower still. But I don't know. Let's just get to work here. Let's get to work here. So we're on the 30-minute time frame. What's 5 minute look like? Looks like you guys were live trading with Alex this morning, crushing it. That's sweet. Yeah. Yeah, hard to not want to look for that. I don't know if we can make it up that high right now. Something along those lines, and if that works, it's likely to go down pretty far. Looking for a 3-minute boss here. So you're looking for a 3-minute, you're looking for the 3-minute to break bullish to take you back up. Little 1, 2, 3 kind of thing. Good morning, good morning, good morning, good morning. Yeah, it might be decent. Go peek at go peek at ETH really quick. Boy, that's a tough one to plot and scheme on. So I'm still worried about this demand that's right underneath us. I'm trying to find my 3R on this. That's going to be a tough one. That's going to be a tough one. I mean, it may go down quite a bit further. I don't know. That's a tough one for me to find a 3R on. I don't know if we can get it back up here. Be cool if we could. Be cool if we could get right back to the scene of the crime. That would be better. That would be much more better. Let's see here. So we got a 30-minute break. Hey, good morning, man. Yeah, I caught the end of your live session this morning, and yeah, looks like you guys were crushing on it. Gold and oil. Gold and oil. That's probably more interesting than anything here because I'm going to have to. I'm a loser, and I woke up late, as I normally do, and missed all the fun that you guys had. So I have to wait. I have to wait for trades today. So we can go take a look at oil and gold. Why do I have indicators on here? I need to stop doing that. Let's see here. Did I get it on the watch list, though? Maybe not. Well, let's clean this up. Clean all this up. This guy too. Interesting. Interesting. Trying to see if I see anything like immediately on this that would be interesting to me. I mean, we're still like, we're still stuck inside of that big old range, right? That big giant range from here to here. Internally, we did break daily market structure here. The right goddamn button. And we have the tiniest little OBIM left that we're touching right now. Break daily. No, we haven't broken daily. I just don't know. I just don't know about a lift from here. So we'd set the low of the range. We set the high of the range. We have not tested the low or the high since. Let's go back, break. Yeah, I don't know, man. Does look like a little bit of a range down here, though. I mean, I think the only thing I could see immediately on this is potentially a run off the bottom of the range, like just to see if that holds and we end up with something a little bit like a 1, 2, and a 3. Yeah, I think that's it. Outside of that, I mean, my gut kind of tells me we're going to lose this, and then we're going to back test it, and then we're going to keep going down. That's what my gut's telling me. But we could accumulate here. I'm not opposed to that either, but that last leg there is bearish. It's pretty bearish. I mean, I don't see anything that's going to provide like any real confidence achieving that low. I'd want it to look something more like this, right? Not straight fucking down. Gap, fill the gap. Back up to 4 hour. Yeah, I really only see two trades on it right now. One is another sweep of the low, just like an SFP on the low. See if we can come back and tackle this high right here. If not that one, yeah, that's one idea. But outside of that, I don't know. I'm kind of leaning this direction, like lose this, come back in for a back test of that range if we're lucky, and then drive it down to this low. Yeah, that's the two angles of approach I would take on that one. The other one's gold, right? Oh, was that XUSD? There we go. Yeah, so gold is continuing its downtrend. Let's get some of this stuff deleted. I hit the escape button like 14 times. Why is that still on there? That we got a little bit of a lift off of that, but then we crash back down, forming new supply range. Come back in and mitigate that supply range, and we headed back on down. Sorry, sometimes I get lazy and I don't relabel these. That's not the button I want. I want this one that says supply. Yep. All right, and then as the 15-minute comes up into there, it breaks. No, it hasn't broken yet. Yeah, it's not broken yet. Boom. Yeah, so looking to lose that low right there. That's what I would be looking for. Loss of this guy. Because that fills the inefficiency. Okay, but we know the 4 hour is bearish. And it looks like, yeah, it just looks like a mitigation for continuation. It's what it really, really looks like to me. Yes. Yeah, I think I got to stick with that. As a matter of fact, I would kind of... I'd kind of like to short this guy. Starting there at 23.85, if we could lift back up into there, I think that would be an interesting place to involve. And, you know, I would just take it down to the low. Yeah, I would just take it down to the low. It's about a 3R. You could probably get away with, you know, I mean, these points could shift a little bit, maybe get you closer to a 3R over a 2.5, but yeah, something like that would be pretty sweet. Yeah, that's what I see on gold. That's what I see on gold. Okay, sorry. Let's see if I missed anything else. Vegas Finer, good morning. News related is China is using less oil, and Trump wants to lower oil prices. So the overall sentiment is that we're going down. Good morning, Luke, and good morning, Alexandra. Yeah, I would. That kind of does sort of display on the charts. Not to mention, yeah, I mean, there's a lot of issues with oil and geopolitics. All right, cool. That's those ones. Let me get back into BTC. Trying to figure this out. I'm trying to figure out if. Damn you, little bastard. Trying to figure out if we can lift and fill some of this gap before taking out this liquidity? That's what I'm trying to figure out. I'm getting less confident as the times yeah, I get less confident as the time ticks by. Getting less confident. Less confident. In typical fashion, like or was it? Hold on, let me go back to Discord really quick. What was price at? It was at 66, 69,449. Probably right when you guys were shorting. It's right when I went to the shower. 69,449. 449. Yeah, it was like right here, and I was like, oh, that looks like a lot of sellers up there. And it looks like they're about to dump it on us. And then I just got up and went in the shower. Yeah. That's that is not looking so hot. That is not looking so hot at all. At all. Good Lord, can we get a little love out of here? I don't know about that. Like debating whether this little section right here can create some manner of a retracement and backup so I could get some sort of a decent entry on this thing. Would be nice. Would be nice. That would be very kind of you, BTC. I don't know if it's gonna let me play though. And I'm just not the kind of fella that can short inside of a leg like this. I just can't do it. I just can't bring myself to do it. That's a great short, man. If you guys are still in that, that's a great effing short. I'm sure ETH is doing the damn thing too, you fucking bastard. Right into the short zone that we were talking about last week. You bastard. You bastard. You left. Well, I can't blame anybody but myself. What am I talking about? I'm the bastard. Can't blame anybody but myself. Well, it's unfortunate. I don't know. Let's see. Okay, I guess we should probably talk about long positions because, yeah, I mean, let's see. Let's delete this because obviously that did nothing. Yeah, we'll leave that guy on there, and that is my only hope of yeah, this is my only hope. If we don't hold this, then I suspect that we could find ourselves down here. Yep, definitely do. And that's not to say if we do hold this that I don't expect we're going to find ourselves down there. I just think we could. Oh, that seems like too much to ask now. It just seems like too much to ask. It does. But maybe a lift back at him. Where are you going to let me play, you little bastard? You little bastard. Love that. I mean, shoot, at this point, I'd even settle for a retracement back to here. Yeah, I'd settle for a retracement back to there. So that might be another one I keep an eye on. I'm going to be a little hesitant on this guy, but that might be another one that I keep an eye on right there. In the event that we don't retrace all the way back up to that range high, I'd have the same target on that. Really, it's this low. Yeah, I would target that one. I think these lines are a little redundant. Actually, I'm going to take that off. Because I don't think we hit the low to the dollar. I think we come just below it. Well, I've seen crazier happen, so not all hope is lost for me on that. I have seen crazier happen, so I'll just cross my fingers and, and see. Let's start with an alert at 68,622. Let's start there. Let's do that. Once per bar on the 15-minute chart. That works for me. And then longs. Longy longs. Yeah, and we'll probably zoom out and talk about longs here in a second, but I'm going to look, the target of where I would short to is going to be where I will look to long from, and I would look to take that probably all the way to 70K. Yeah, something, yeah. Yep. Okay, cool. Now let's zoom out a little bit. Let me grab a fresh chart because I do want to just take a look at this larger sort of 8-hour structure, and yeah, just kind of see what kind of vibes that gives me. What's all that? What's all that? Let's get rid of that. I don't know what all that is. Let's go away. 8-hour. All right. Yeah, right. Because, essentially, again, this all goes back to we broke here to maintain the bullish structure flow that came up from the bottom, and to maintain the bullish break that occurred over here. That's why I was so bullish at the price returning to this area. Cool. So it continues, right? Continues and continues. And so for that very same reason, I'd be pretty bullish down there. So what did that look like on a 15-minute? Yeah, that's essentially, yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at, right? Yeah, that's exactly what we're looking at. Yep. Yes, sir. So the 8 hours in confluence with that. Yeah, 8 hours definitely in confluence with that, right? Because if you lose that, if we break this guy, that's bad. Yeah, that's pretty bad. That'd be pretty bad. If we break this guy just for a simple flow chart, let's assume that's a bearish candle. We'll make it red because we have a red template now. If we break that, then price is going to be aiming for that. Will it actually break 63,456.7? Who effing knows? I don't know. We'll have to find out if or when we get down there. But because to me this would equal this, that's a reason I would want to long there. Because the result would be bearish, and we are in an uptrend, and so the trend is your friend, right? So if this is a signal that would provide a very bearish result, but we are trending up, then I would like to do the opposite of that and see it not break and instead hold. Same exact principle that was down here. Same exact principle that was down there. Only difference is down there we had we had some demand, right? And here we just have a low. We just got a low. Boom. Go back up to the 8 hour. Yeah, I mean, we had demand down there. We don't. All we're working with right now is just a low. Here we're just working with a low, which is fine by me. Why is that so fine by me? Because I like market structure more than I like supply and demand. So I'm perfectly fine with there not being technical demand right there. Yeah, I'm totally fine with it just simply being a low. Just simply being low is good enough for me. Make a case that there's anything directly underneath the low to prop the low up. It's, yeah, pathetic. No, not really. Nothing I would... Nope, not so much. Did I miss anything in chat? Chat. No, I didn't miss anything in chat. All right, so we get hop back over here. Was this the one? Is this the one? No, that's not the chart either. Oh, that didn't look good, did it? Does it? Yep. That doesn't exactly fill me with confidence, but where's the damn chart I wanted? Is it all the way down here still? Yes, it is. All right. A minute. I don't know if I need to spend a ton of time on the charts today. Yeah, as a matter of fact, I think I'm kind of wrapping up here. I think I'm kind of wrapping up. You know, there's still support down underneath us, but again, achieving this one not so bad, below 66,550. This one's not so bad because I can see a case where the higher time frame, specifically like your 8 hour, does not close below there, but does achieve price into demand. I can see that case. I can't really make that case for the other one though. For this one down here, if we were to hit into this demand, I'm very confident that we would be losing this low, breaking that low on the 8 hour, and you know, that to me at that point I would only expect a slight retracement before an overall flow back down to the lows of this kind of range here. Yep, that range. Yep, that's the one. That's the one. Yep. That's how I would feel about that. So yeah, for in the immediate interim, this is all I got. I don't think I need much more than this for today. Stuff's going to happen later this week that I can worry about at a later date, but I don't think I don't think I have anything else that I really need to look at right now. Is there anything else that you guys want to look at? Man, it really looked, I remember last week it really looking like we had failed this high for return back to there. But it decided to do something else, decided to break 4-hour structure. So now we have demand all throughout here, including that guy. But you know, we still have some turbulence above us on the DXY. Still have some turbulence up there. Yeah, that's still a perfectly acceptable place to retrace to. Let's get out to something maybe more like the daily. Yeah, that would complete a flow that would look a lot. That wouldn't look so bad, right? Break the low, retrace, continue down. That doesn't look, that looks pretty good to me, right? Yeah, I would say that looks pretty good to me. What would that be? Would that be about 50% retracement? Yep. Yeah, that looks pretty good to me. So I still think we have some turbulence above us there. Higher time frame break suggests a lower high for a lower low. So I'm perfectly happy with that. So up a bit on the DXY before down means down a bit on the BTC before up, right? That's, I guess, how we're supposed to look at that. So down a bit on the BTC before up. I'm with that. I can chew on that. Yep. All right, sounds good. Maybe we'll leave this little clue for later. Come on, man. Get the mouse on there, man. I want to leave that here. And I'm going to, can we put some text in this thing? Well, let me put some text. Just put a blank chart. Why are you, God dang it, why do you always do that? Where did that go? Where'd it go? Nah, that doesn't look so hot. All right. Cool. Yeah, again, anything that you guys want to kind of take a peeky at? Little looky-sees? Little look type sees? I think I've made my case that, price can return. Let me just make it again. Price can return all the way to here to maintain its overall higher time frame bullish structure. That would be no problem. That'd be no problem to do that. Be no problem at all. Signal. Look at something else. Yeah. Yep. Yeah, I feel pretty strongly about that. So I'd like to focus short until we, yeah. I'd like to focus. I don't want to long from here. Nope. I'd like to short from these zones and long from that zone. That's what I'd like to do. That is definitely what I would like to do. Yep. That's definitely what I want to do. I've made up my mind. Let's see here. Maybe let's find a decent time frame to display this on. And post it in Discord. Let's see, I need to change that label. Let's just take that label off. There should be some people that are going to look at this when I post this and probably go, what the fuck is that? All right, that is not a pending boss anymore, so we could probably just delete that line. Lots of sellers, we already talked about that. All right, cool. This long, I'm going to adjust the stop loss, just simply indicating that I'm interested both here and here. So we'll give it a little bit of room to breathe. Because I don't know if it's going to be this guy. I don't know if it's going to be this guy. I don't know if it's going to be either one of those, but yeah, I already made my case how I feel about that one. So yeah, all right, that looks good enough for me. That looks good enough for me. Copy that. Copy that. Let's post it up. That posted up. All right. So you guys don't want to talk about anything else, huh? It's fine by me. I take no offense by that. What's a 4 hour look like again? Is it a 4 hour divergence or something here? What is going on? Yep. Shona. Stop little dots on my chart, damn you. You son of a bitch, BTC. You son of a bitch. Hope somebody's still in that short. Hoping some people are still in that short. Maybe Band-Aid. That's a new name. I don't think I'm super familiar with that. What a dirty dog you are, BTC. What a dirty dog you are. I will say, keep an eye out for things like this again, right? Keep an eye out for stuff like this, because this is this is essentially what is called like a power of 3. I always color these yellow, so bear with me here a moment. Where you have what you're specifically looking for is something that will appear like a break above a high, right? It'll appear like a break above there, but what it does is it forms a small range. You see failure along the highs, and then you turn around and break the low, and that low's relative position to this should be pretty close. And then typically when you range just above a previous high and then you lose that range, a bearish expansion follows that. That is a manipulation into a bearish expansion. Get a bunch of people to go long, to sell their positions to the big old market maker, and then fucking absolutely shit it on them. Absolutely shit it on them. So watch for things like that, because they do happen. I could point out many circumstances in which they do happen. How would I have entered the short trade? Well, there's a reason. I didn't get what I wanted. I did not get what I wanted. Let's talk about that. Let's talk about that because in all reality, there is a reason that I did not hit short before I hopped into the shower. And I believe, I think it was just a matter of risk reward. Now, I'm going to tell you why I didn't enter, and then I'm going to tell you how I would have entered if I did. So if I was to cover this high, because this was a fairly bearish leg in here, right? There was no supply in there that I would have been interested in, just only covering through supply. Like I felt like I would have had to cover that high, but I saw that we still had the potential of bouncing from a spot like this, and so I just was having a hard time establishing a risk to reward there, personally, for me. What I really wanted, which obviously I didn't get, is I wanted to go take a shower, and while I was showering, I wanted it to retrace up into this, and then I wanted to short it. That's what I wanted. You could take if I would have shorted, I would have taken either A, the break itself, or B, a retest. I wanted a retest. Obviously, I did not get one. Right, but the break itself, in a lot of circumstances, would have been sufficient enough for me. As long as I had a logical target in which I could cover this high and still get to a 3R. And you could say a logical target would be like even the bottom of this trail of liquidity, which would have given me a 3R. I was just, I was sussed out. I was sussed out by the demand right here. So see, in a perfect world, because we create supply when we do this, right? We create supply when we do this. So what I was really hoping I would have an opportunity to see is, let me get my demand back on here. Get my demand back on here. What? And it doesn't need to be that big, but that's okay. Don't fiddle far around. Okay, so what I was really hoping to see was that demand was in control. Where's my pencil tool, right? So what I wanted to really see was it to come and tap off of demand, lift into supply, and then roll over. That's what I really wanted to see, because that would have shown me that, demand lifted us a little bit, but supply is really what's in control here. So ideally, that's what I would have liked to have seen. I'm sure Alex probably gave you really good advice on what to look for up there, so that you didn't miss it like I did. I think I heard him talking about VWAP. VWAP would be another good one. That for me would have really been due to the session being fresh, like a fresh session. VWAP is pretty relevant to me, right? Because market opened. Let me get back down to like the 10-minute. Let's just put this on, right? Let's just put this on, and that's not right. Let's fix that. You bastard, it does not open then. Why do I have to keep telling you that? Yeah, so you see the market opens, and then directly after the beginning of that session on a Monday, it loses VWAP right above this guy. Yeah, that would have been decent. It was just, I'm not gonna lie, this is the reason I did not short. That is the main reason I did not short. Yep, that's the main reason. That's how I would have done it though. You took the short at the 15-minute boss candle close. Good for you, Reapers. That's a great trade, man. There's obviously you can see that is yeah, pretty effective signal. I know there's other signals up here, right? I'm sure we have divergence along these highs. Obviously, we lost VWAP. Yeah, you know, sometimes I wait for the back test and I don't get it and I miss out. You know, it happens. But taking that 15-minute break, yeah, nothing wrong with that. Nothing wrong with that. For me, I was just like, I was 3 sips of coffee in. I'd been awake for 2 minutes, you know what I mean? So I figured it was better to knock the cobwebs off before just jumping in, and that's okay. That's okay. But that's kind of how I would have traded it. That's kind of how I would have done it. Had I done it, which I didn't do it, and I'm not going to lie to you and tell you I did it. Actually, we could put that back on. That's valid. Because that is this guy. Bum, ba-dum, bum, bum. Now all of a sudden I'm thinking to myself, should I watch this low? Yeah, I don't know. I don't know how I feel about that. God, it's just gonna grenade, huh? Good for you guys. Good for you guys getting that money. Get that money. Get that money. What a shame. Well, yeah, again, I am not going to beat a dead horse to death. I know what I'm looking for, and let's see, I have my alert there. Cool. I need another alert here, but I don't know if I want to take it all the way down low. I'm probably going to put my alert at, I don't know, that's good enough for me, 67,324. I think I'm going to add an alert there. Sure, I'll regret doing that, but I'm going to add that alert there just to start kind of, you know, paying attention by the time price gets down here. Because, you know, again, great short, no reason not to take that, but the trend is still up. Trend is still up. And let's see, there was a couple of questions that people had asked that I haven't addressed yet back in Discord here. What was it? Easy Razor asked, does this mean that the external is more important? The daily should theoretically still be targeting the external daily week high? Yes, the answer to your question, Easy, is yes. Yeah, this high is still weak. This high is still weak. Yes. Internal accumulation on BTC. Somebody's asking, do we have an internal accumulation on BTC? Yes. Yes, we do. It's kind of a sloppy one. I'm not going to lie. It's kind of a sloppy one. But like I was saying yesterday on that market structure stream, right? Down before up. Down before up is typically your more bullish results. Yeah, had price like maybe set this low and then just kind of wiggled up and 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 then came down there, I would have been worried about something like that. I'm less worried now, but this is still a range. I'm still treating this as a range. I will still absolutely short this high. There's nothing on this chart yet that says I'm not allowed to do that. But yeah, I would say it's 100% a targeted level. Yes, yes, I would. And I think that was the only questions back there. Highs, 5% away. Yeah. Cool. Any opinion? Let's see. Reapers just pop one in. Oh, are you talking about longing that golden pocket down there, Reapers? Is that what you're talking about? There are a lot of low at lower prices that didn't take 50% bounce. The opinion, it's 4-hour chart. Put in Discord. I happen to be reading that right now. So I think what you're looking at is you're kind of looking at. Can I use this? This right is I believe that's what you're looking at there. Let me tell. No, it's not, because you have price labels like 61,333, and that's not 61,333. So you must be referring to. Let's go to a different chart. You did specifically say it was the 4-hour. And so, where's he got his golden pocket though? Are you coming from? You know what? I think I drew. No. I think I just drew my fib differently than yours. I drew my fib differently than yours. You did like. That 6174, something closer to that, I believe is what you did. 58,592. I'm close. Oh, no, that's why, because this is up here now. 59,415. Okay, I feel like I've gotten pretty close to where you're at. 56. No. There. That was 58. I feel like I've gotten very close to how you drew your fib, but I'm not like quite there yet. Yeah, I'm not quite there yet. And so if you're asking about coming down here before coming up here, yeah, there's major problems. There is a golden pocket there, whatever. It could react, price could react from there, okay? But my issue with that is you're going to be breaking market structure to achieve places in price like that, right? If you lose this low, that's not going to be good. Yeah, that's not going to be good. If we lose that low right there, I would honestly be worried. I feel like we would ultimately head back down to the lows. Yeah, I feel like we would ultimately, if we lose this guy right here at 66,185-ish, this guy, is that 60? No, it's not. There's too many goddamn price labels on this fucking thing. Whatever this is, where's my effing price label? Like 63, 172, 63, 200, whatever, this low. If we lose this low, then I think we're ultimately coming all the way back down to the bottom. So yeah, I would, I would be looking to like scalp long off of zones like this to overall short further. Time is 8:22. You dirty bastard, BTC, you dirty bastard. I don't think I'm going to catch any of those short trades. As a matter of fact, from the look of this, yeah, none. I'll be waiting for long. I'll be waiting for long. What a ripper. Y'all are assassins. Good job. Maybe I need to adjust my sleep schedule. It's probably not a maybe. That's probably a definitely. Bum, 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 bum. All right. Let's see. We got another question. This 1 hour market structure shift is a clear sign we are going to fill that daily fair value gap, huh? So let's take a look at the 1 hour. Right, so we break our 1 hour structure up here, and then he says daily fair value gap. Let me use a different chart. Daily fair value gap. So are you asking if we're going to fill, because the closest fair value gap on the daily is right here? Are you asking if the 1 hour break up here, to me, is a clear sign that we are going to fill this gap here? Is that the question at hand? To me, if that is the question at hand, I wouldn't say, let me go back to, hold on, let's go back. Yeah, quite possibly. We do have, so essentially this demand that I have labeled on the chart that I'm trading on currently is the bottom of the bottom of this fair value gap. Yeah, that's the bottom of that fair value gap. So, but are you asking, yeah, will we fill it? Yeah, possibly. Yeah, possibly. Yep. Yeah, I could see that. I got some plans there. All right, well, this is going to be officially boring for me from here forward, because this is just a big waiting game for me, but super congrats to all you guys. Oh, that's how you drew your fib. I feel like that's how I had mine drawn too, but we had slightly different levels. I see your... okay, and then Jens asks, is there a possibility you go back to 68,300? 68,300. 68,300. Yeah, sure. Of course, there's a possibility we'll go back to 63,800. Yeah. I just don't. I don't know how I'd feel about shorting 63,800 though, or 68,300. I would want a little bit higher. Yep, I'd want a little bit higher. But I have my alert set, and so I'm ready to go. Brew, check Fiat Leak website. You can see whale buys and sells live. You know, I'm not too. I'll check it out. I still have a lot of stuff that I'm personally working on, and I'm very particular on additional tools that I introduce, because my goal has always been less, not more. So, you know, yeah, I might give it a look and just kind of see. Oh, okay. All right. I see what we're talking about on the fibs. I need uno momento, and I'll be right back. But I'm out of stuff to talk about too. So see if you guys come up with something. And did they come up with anything? No, they didn't come up with anything. That's fine. No big deal. It's a no big deal. See that? I think I might set another alert on ETH. I'm going to leave that idea on there, and then I'm also going to look up in here a little bit. Look up in here a little bit. Drive that to a new low. Something like that. Let's get an alert on here. I don't know, anything else fun to trade, guys? What all are you trading? Can you explain how to correctly mark highs and lows, please? Sure, I can do that. So we already know that, let's see, let's do a, yeah, I think that's actually what I wanted to do. All right, so I think everybody understands my well-established rule that I follow of you got to have, you know, 2 up candles consecutively near each other in order to count a high. You need to have 2 bearish candles right next to each other consecutively to count a low. You also need to form a new high and a new low, right? So we're going to assume that we have our 2 candles here, and we have, let's draw this. We have our 2 candles that exist here. We have our 2 bearish that exist here. We have our 2 bullish that exist here. We have our 2 bearish that exist here. We have our 2 bullish that exist here, right? We've got our bearish ones and we've got our bullish ones. And that's the case all the way up the line. I will still draw my structure like this. And the reason I will not draw my structure like this, like the way that I have it drawn here, is because this is neither a new high nor is it a new low. This high is below this high, and this high is below this high, and this low is above this high. So even though we have a circumstance in which you can make the case that that's you know, got those 2 consecutive candles in there, this is interbar, right? It's intrabar. It exists between here and here. Doesn't mean it's not useful information on the chart. It just means that I don't care if this low is broken. I don't care if this low is broken. I only care if this low is broken if the high that created it was greater than this high. Then I start to care if this is broken. If it does this and breaks that low, that does not bother me at all. That does not bother me. I'm not worried about that. Because to me, the structure still flows this way. I'm glad you guys liked the market structure session. I rewatched it, and seems like I did a decent job. There's what I neglected to do was I neglected to really talk about candle closes, right? Like this, let's say the candle actually looks like this. That has achieved an overall price higher than this, but it did not close above it, right? It did not close above it. It's got to be a candle body close above the previous high or low for me to consider it a valid structure point as well. That's one of the things I neglected to mention. Well, I'm probably going to do a follow-up video to that other video once everybody's had a chance to kind of watch it and get confused by it, and then we'll kind of revisit some of those concepts. Oh, good. That answered your question. Awesome. Awesome. Bastard child. You bastard. You bastard. Oh, God damn, I can't even take my own advice. Well, I know I already made a case for it. I'm no FOMO. No FOMO. I made a case for why I didn't get involved in that short, or what I was waiting for to get involved in it, and it didn't happen, and I am okay with my decisions, and I don't have any angst about missing that trade. No, we chill. We chill. We're chilling. We're chilling. I don't know. Gosh, there's got to be something interesting out there, though. What does Sol look like? Oh, dang it. And that was the high I was saying we should watch for a reaction on. Oh, that's looking a little uncomfortable. That's looking a little uncomfortable. Yeah, there is still a weak high above us. But when we start to look at this on like higher time frames, start to worry about failure on that high. You know, I mean, we definitely have, there's definitely demand, whatever. We have a demand range in here that could hold for sure. But yeah, I'll say one thing. You lose 165 on like an 8-hour close, and I think we could very well run all these lows. At least this one. At least that one. So definitely watch. That's like a swing trade kind of idea there. That we lose this and retest it and then drive it down. Let's take that down to there. That's a big if, right? That's a big effing if. It is a big if. We gotta get through this demand still. And then if we get through that demand and lose this low, then we're coming for this guy. So those are all problems for another day. Yes, the intrabar rule applies to all time frames. I need that's for Easy Razor. I need a new high and a new low, or I just am not going to count it. I just can't count it. Need a new high and a new low. I like that intra-bar stuff. What that intra-bar could do for you, though, let's redraw that really quick. Let's see here. Yeah, so even though I like, again, I'm indicating that structure properly flows like this, and that I will not include that in the flow of my highs and lows. But what you, if you see a situation like this where you have cleared above this and you've initiated above this, that's my ideal form of demand. That much I will say. Especially if you see a time in which it is at that 50% line, or maybe you have some other additional confluences in here, but that's so I will not count that as a valid high or a valid low in this flow of structure. I will definitely look to it as demand. I'll absolutely look to it as demand. And it's still I don't want to say that it isn't valid structure. It is valid structure. That structure just only belongs to the up leg. You see, it has nothing to do with the external structure points. It only applies to the up leg. So it isn't that it isn't valid structure, it just isn't in relation to its internal structure is what it is. It's not that it isn't valid, it's just that it's internal. It exists between these. And internal structure, like I was saying yesterday, is not as important as external structure. So what I mean by that is, let's say, it comes up here, forms that, comes back down, breaks this. That does not matter to me. I'm still looking to the external structure point. I am not bearish until this breaks. This break here does not cause me to be bearish. This break causes me to be bearish. It's still just internal versus external structure. It's really what it comes down to. But yeah, my day has officially started, so I'm going to have to give you the Brewberry out, and I'm going to have to hit the road. Yep, that's what we got to do now.